Welcome, everyone, to Northdale Middle School for CTN's live coverage of girls high school swimming and diving. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, just underway in the 200 medley relay between Coon Rapids and Osseo. And Howie talking to Coach Doug Donaldson before the meet. He said very close right to the end. The meet really could turn on any race along the way.
Yeah, both teams come in just with one win, beating Park Center on the season, so it's a big win for either squad. They want to get that advantage if they get their second win on the year.
It could mean the difference between a dual meet in the tournament at the end of the season versus being in the bottom three. And so a lot on the line, still a couple of weeks to go in the season before we get to tournament time. 200 medley relay in the middle for Coon Rapids is Laura McCarr. Megan Schultz in the water now and getting Ella Hacker in with a nice lead. And we'll talk a lot about Megan Schultz along the way. A couple of pretty talented young ladies on the Orioles side of the marker as well.
Absolutely, and you saw Megan Schultz in the water really stretching the lead for her team.
And Ella Hacker has a couple of body lengths as she comes to the wall to get Tamala King in, and she will have a healthy lead over Osseo's Savannah Dickey, who is just below her in lane 4. Dickey with a good first 25, cut that lead and is right on the heels of King coming down the home stretch, but King is going to have enough to get the win for Coon Rapids. And so important are the depth pieces, and it looks like Coon Rapids team in lane 3 of Eleanor Defoe, Ella Smith, Jeanette, Emma Smith, and Michaela D'Souza tagging up at the wall with third place. Will get the Cardinals the very early 10-4 lead.
Yeah, as you talked about, just getting those second and third place finishes are so important tonight.
And we will take a short break. Up next is the 200 freestyle. You're watching CTN's live coverage of girls high school swimming and diving.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then just follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events, and the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
.200 free underway for between Coon Rapids and Osseo. Cardinals in the water are Ella Smith, Jeanette, Tamala King, and Sydney Waters. Osseo sends Katie Rengel, Hannah Wetzel, and Madeline Alquist in.
It was nice for the Cardinals to get that first win, get a 10-4 lead going into this event.
Well, and Tamala King, who brought it home, is in the center lane now against Hannah Wetzel for Osseo. They have a pretty even pace as they hit the first home turn. And starting to distance themselves from the rest of the pack. Ella Smith, Jeanette right now in the third spot.
Coach Donaldson said there's going to be some close races between a couple of these girls.
Well, and Madeline Alquist for Osseo is in 4, and 5th could go to either of the girls in the outside lanes. The two center lanes clearly starting to stretch their lead, and Smith Jeanette with a little bit of a lead now for that third place spot. And now closing on her from below is Katie Rengel. But right neck to neck are the two leaders.
Looks like King has a bit of a lead, but not much.
will go all the way to the wall. And one more turn.
Well, and they are definitely neck and neck. There's no question about that.
Final lap, we'll see who has the jets for the final stretch.
Well, Wetzel,
even at the wall.
Wetzel looked like she had caught her at the wall the last time, but King has a bit of a lead.
And King starting to push that lead as she comes home. 5 yards to go.
Yeah, she's going to get it.
And she will get the finish. 1-2 for Wetzel. Smith Jeanette is going to come in third. Madeline Alquist in fourth. The fifth place spot also goes to Osseo.
Oh, nice for the Cards to get first and third in this event.
And they'll be able to stretch their lead just a little bit more. Coming up next, the 200 individual medley. That's next on CTN.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Back at Northtown Middle School pool, Coon Rapids a 19-11 lead after two events. And upcoming the 200 IM, Isabel Anton, Madeline Picot, Ella Hacker, and Trinity Hooten are the Cardinals competing. Dea Perry, Marina Mascarenas, and Marianne Kubiasek are the Osseo competitors.
Again, yeah, the Cards are able to increase their lead a little bit here, 19-11. And we, when we talked to Coach Johnson, every point's so important here between these two squads.
Well, and getting a 1-2 finish, or even for Osseo to pick up that fifth place,
that was big.
It's 2 points right there. Swing if it goes in Coon Rapids' favor. Great start to the race through the butterfly section for Ella Hacker in the middle. Has a very healthy lead as she turns onto her back. But two Osseo girls on either side of her trying to track her down. That's Marina Mascarenas above her, or below her, and Marianne Kubisiak below her.
But yeah, she's got a healthy lead. And the key for the Osseo girls are just to try and stay in second and third place.
Well, and right now down at the bottom of the screen is Dea Perry, who is holding the fifth place spot. So if they're able to finish 2, 3, and 5, or Hacker way out in front, and a gap opening between second and third place with Kubisiak getting out about 3 body lengths in front of her teammate Mascarenas as they head to the freestyle length for the 2 and 3 spot.
Well, Hacker's able to control this one from the very start.
Well, and Osseo, again, down at the bottom, you talk about those points.
Yep.
Could get a 2, 3, 4 finish here, even though Hacker cruises to the win easily.
And she really did.
If they finish 2, 3, 4, it's a draw, and actually that's a win in the event for Osseo.
Right.
2 and 3, definitely they have, and it looks like Perry will get to the wall in 4th place pretty easily. 5th place will go to Madeline Picot. That means 9-7 event win for Osseo. And they are able to cut into the lead just a little bit. The splash and dash is coming up next. The fastest meet of the night, the 50 free, next on CTN.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
It's all smiles for the home team. Coon Rapids a 26-20 lead after 3 events, and now the 50 free. And they will have Emma Fitzgerald, Michaela D'Souza, Megan Schultz, and Jalen Michalowski in the pool. Emily Kirsting, Amber Kroonquist, and Maddie Tom are the Osseo competitors. And a sprint between 2 very impressive athletes in Kroonquist and Schultz right in the middle.
You can see they're pushing each other, but Schultz able to get that lead.
Schultz holds every individual swimming record in Coon Rapids school history. 24.19 her winning time. Followed obviously by Kroonquist. D'Souza gets 3rd place for the Cardinals. 6th place goes to Tom, or 4th place goes to Tom in lane 6. And 5th place to Michalowski. So Cardinals a good race, get the win, and stretch their lead just a little bit. There's the finish. Megan Schultz with the win. Diving is next on CTN.
Oh, it's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
Back in Northdale Middle School pool, just about ready to get the diving event underway. Coon Rapids a 36-26 lead after the first 4 events. We're now joined up above by head coach Doug Donaldson. And Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out and broadcasting and showing what we're doing in the pool.
What are your thoughts so far early on here before we start the diving?
I think they're about to get started, but yeah, we've been swimming really well, swimming really fast, getting some hands to the wall, which is important. We're going to need a lead. This is going to be a tough event for us, so very crucial to get those points early.
Jocelyn Hudak, the first Coon Rapids diver of the evening. 13 girls will dive in the first round. Jocelyn and Elizabeth Hogarth, who is diving behind her, will dive just the first 3 rounds.
Nice.
And Coach, we talked about it a little bit, during those first couple of events, how important the depth points are in a match like this where you're very, very close.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a game of, hey, I mean, you're going to have your people get first, and second, third, those types, but it's the fourths and fifths that are going to matter when it comes down to a couple points at the end of the meet. And, those are the people that there's somebody in lane 2 and lane 7, and they're not seeing everybody in the pool, so they got to just be in their own race and really go after it.
Kira Berg was the last Cardinal diver. This was Bella Stanko, the first Osseo diver of the evening.
She got a decent score, a couple of 4.5s and a 4.
Lucy's a 9th grader for us.
And good numbers on the board. We were talking about that a little bit before we came back.
Yeah.
Something that this team would definitely benefit from is getting some depth and some strength out in the diving event.
Definitely. We have a lot of returning girls, which helps a lot. You'll see every diver doing some sort of reverse dive this week. That is the dive of the week. So they're going to lead off that first dive. They have to do the dive of the week. So you'll see a lot of them doing reverse dives.
Who decides the dive of the week? Who makes that decision?
That would be the National Federation. Yeah.
Jocelyn Ingvoldson starts with a back dive, half twist in the straight position. That was Laura Christnagel who did the reverse dive in the tuck position before.
Good score, 3.5. She's got a lot of separation from the board.
Yeah, very nice dive by Josie there.
Farenbrook didn't waste a lot of time. She got on the board and she went for it.
Sometimes it's just better to do that, right?
Yeah.
Just run right off the board and go for it. Don't think about it.
Yeah, the more you think about it, the worse it is.
Right.
Do it.
Savannah Dickey with a very pretty reverse somersault in the tuck position.
Yeah, nice job entering the water as well. You can see her scores, a couple of 6s and a 5.5.
She's one of their better divers, and she's going to be fun to watch tonight. That's for sure.
Claire Hugtong up next for Coon Rapids.
Nice.
It looks like she
First
got a nice
dive
height.
in the tuck position for Hartong.
Yeah, 5 and a couple 4.5s.
Next up is Abby with 301C reverse dive tuck 1.6.
Now Abby Alquist for Osseo up next.
Really kicked out hard on that. Just went over. Rotation's a little hold the rotation a little too long, but that's a good dive.
Score is 22.4. Next up is Lily with 301C.
Alquist will put up the exact same score as Hartung before. And now Lily Newton, the last Cardinal diver of round 1.
Yeah, he really went for it. I'd like to see it a little bit closer to the board, but that was a nice dive by Lily.
Yeah, nice score, 5.5 and 2 5s.
Be interesting to see how she plays along with Abby Alquist tonight.
Lauren Hallstrom, the last diver of round 1.
Didn't quite get into that tight pike position, which is why you see some of the scores a little bit lower, but definitely good scores on that overall.
She will be second place after round 1 behind Savannah Dickey. And then Lily Newton in third spot with the fourth and fifth spots in a dead tie between Hartung and Alquist.
This next dive that Jocelyn's doing is a back dive straight. It's all about keeping your body still.
Score is 13.6.
Trying to use the board to get you up. Start that rotation just by using your abs, basically, not tucking anything at all. That's a hard dive to get down right, but done well, looks very nice.
And Elizabeth Hogarth will do the same dive. Not bad at all.
Yeah, very nice dive.
A good push off the board. 4.5s.
There you go. Good score.
Next up is Kira with 101C, forward dive top 1.2.
Berg, a forward dive in the tuck position.
So she's a swimmer. So what you'll notice there, she kind of did a forward start off the, off the diving board. We like to see that get up more, obviously tuck tight, and then kick out, go straight in.
But she kicked out hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be a failed dive. She didn't quite get over
because
on
of the
tuck.
stutter step, or
No,
because she didn't get all the way around.
Over, yeah. They might score it, but yeah, they gave her a score. But
Score is 7. The next diver is Lucy with 101C.
And that just, you saw it in her approach. She kind of stutter stepped at the end of the board, was a little off, did not get the rotation she wanted.
That's right. There you go. See,
Lucy
that's
Jankosa.
Score is 13.2.
a couple 4s and a 3. She got much more height than Kira, so that's why a little bit better scores there.
Chris Nagel cranking up the degree of difficulty a little bit with the forward 1.5.
Nice dive.
Tuck position. She did get really good fast rotation. And,
yeah, she did.
And pretty straight on entry as well.
Her scores are going to reflect it with 2 6s and a 5.5.
The distance from the board is just about perfect too. I mean, that's.
Ingvoldson with the back dive in the tuck position.
So she kicked out and kind of threw her hands up. And we want her to kick out and shoot the hands. It's just a little bit of difference, but it gets a little bit extra rotation. That's why she went over.
Yeah, she looked a little disappointed. She looked at her scores a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Farnbrook, a forward somersault tuck position. Not a lot of height off the board, but she got good fast rotation.
Next diver is Savannah with 104C, forward 2 somersaults, tuck 2.2.
And this is the highest degree of difficulty that we have seen yet. Savannah Dickey attempting the forward double.
So what
somersault didn't
Shouldn't
quite
get the entry.
All the way over.
Yep.
We're all talking. Yeah, you'll see her feet slide back here on that approach, and that just set her off. So she didn't quite get the lift off the board that she needed to get that around. Nice dive by Claire.
Yeah, she got that height and got that nice entry into the water. Pretty good scores, 5, 4.5, and a 4.
She's going to need that dive on Saturday when we do 11 because you have to do all the dive categories plus triple up on something. So it's good that she's got 2 of those reverses in. Nice reverse, Abby.
Yeah, her score reflects it.
Very good scores.
Yeah, they were tied. Hartog and Alquist after round 1 came into that round tied, did the same dive. Alquist did it better and has a bit of a lead there. Lee Newton back dive in the tuck position.
She's so explosive, but she's, you know, kind of needs to work the board just a little bit more, get up instead of out. She's going really far away from the board. That's why you'll see the scores are a little bit lower.
Lauren Hallstrom.
Nice dive.
Looked like she did a nice job of keeping her body straight into the water.
Score is 23.25.
5.5, 2 5s.
Yeah, what the judges are really looking for there is a little bit more height on that, which is why she didn't quite get into the 6 range, but it was a very good dive still.
Udak's third and final dive of the night. A back dive with half twist, straight position.
Very good dive for her. She's really pushing herself, learning some dives, having some fun. That's always good to see. So
well, that's the key, is having the fun.
Yes, it matters a lot. You know, diving's so hard. It's so mental.
I could imagine.
Yeah. Another one of our swimmers that also dives.
I could tell.
Just like to see her jump up,
rather than
and
out.
then jump. Yeah, rather than out. That's a great flat start for a 50-yard freestyle. Liz has really come along too. She's so bubbly and excited all the time. It's fun to have her on deck. So good energy.
And that was her third and final of the evening.
Nice dive by Kira. She could tuck her knees in a little bit tighter, but overall, that was a good dive.
Score is 12.75. Next up is Bella with 401C, and her dive top 1.4.
Bella Stanko had that tough time on her last outing.
See if she rebounds here. Nice.
Inward dive in the tuck position.
Score is 16.8.
3 4s. That's the biggest thing in diving is, you know, can you move on to the next dive? Because it is so much in your head of what you're doing the next dive. And can you just forget about the last one and move on?
Well, you have to. You really have no choice.
Right.
At that point, you got to be able to forget it and move on.
Lucy Jankosa forward somersault in the tuck position, and another one that, yeah, same amount of momentum,
right,
just going up rather than out.
Right. Just need to let the board push you up. A lot of people rush that. They just want to get off into the dive. They just need to let the board take them up into the air. Nice dive.
Really nice dive. Laura Christenagel, last couple of dives have been outstanding. This one, a forward Somersault in the free position with a half twist, 83.35 for her total score. Very nice dive for Ingvaldson.
That is one of Josie's like signature dives. She's really good at it. She does it well.
Nice scores.
Yes, 5.5, 6s.
Next diver is Trinity with 401C and her dive top 1.4.
Just keeping your body rigid and still.
Yeah, it's hard to do when you're moving in the air.
True.
You gotta, it's all abs. It's all your core connected. Divers do a lot of ab workouts on the pool deck. It takes it in order to do twists and flips and all that stuff. It's all core. You know, you can't be disconnected, otherwise you won't be able to turn and flip and do all that. So it matters a lot. Nice dive. Nice dive.
That was very nice. Good form.
Same dive we saw from Ingvaldson
a
couple of divers ago, but
the difference there is she got a little bit more height. She really kicked out and held her line straighter than Josie. I mean, Josie did a great dive. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, that was much. There's a difference in the scores. Nice.
Good dive for Claire.
Nice dive.
She should get pretty good scores with that.
Yeah, she does. Very nice job by Claire.
Score is 24. Next up is Abby with
a couple 5.5s and a 5.
Forward, 1 somersault, 1 twist free, 1.9.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty.
She's going to get big points on that one. Yep.
Do you expect a little bigger?
No, I would say that she probably didn't get up high enough, but in terms of the entry and everything, I was expecting, just over 5s on that, and it's a 31-point dive based on the degree of difficulty, so that's a big one for them.
A little bit of over rotation for Newton, but good rotation, good body position.
She's a gymnast, which obviously helps translate over into diving. And we just get her to work the board more, get her up in the air instead of flying off the board. But she's doing really well. She's making a lot of improvements. It's fun to see her getting better.
Hallstrom with the back dive in the pike position.
It's a good dive.
5.5 and 2 5s.
That'll put her in 3rd place halfway through. Savannah Dickey in the lead. Laura Christnagel in 2nd. Lauren Hallstrom in 3rd.
They can only score 3, so they got
right.
4. Yeah.
And Ingvaldson is really.
Sorry, Joe. Sorry.
Not paying attention.
I think they have 4 divers that are all in the high 70s, mid to high 70s.
Next diver is Bella with 201A, back dive straight, 1.7.
Well, Ingvaldson's just a point behind Hallstrom. Zanko a back dive in the straight position.
Score is 15.3. Next diver is Lucy with 201A, back dive straight, 1.7. Score is 19.55. Next
Good dive by Lucy.
With 401C in dive cut 1.4.
Nice.
Yeah, the top three for Osseo have definitely shown.
All sixes.
Diving's only one event, but it can make a big difference on a meet.
Well, it could really help swing a meet one way or the other,
yeah.
I would imagine.
That's why it was good to get some points early.
Yep.
Try to weather the storm through diving and see what we got in the second half. Nice.
Really good dive.
Good. Nice rotation.
She's excited. That was a good dive for Josie.
Yeah, 2 5.5s and a 5. See it again. It just good form, good rotation, nice entry into the water. And congratulations from her teammates.
Barton-Bruck, a back dive.
Score is 15.3. Next up is Savannah with 403C, inward 1.5 somersault top 2.2.
Now Savannah Dickey.
Nice.
Boy, that was beautiful.
She may get higher scores than Josie on that because she got up a little bit higher and got into the water a little bit tighter. Yeah, you can see she got a 60s. But nice dive.
Claire with 401B, inward dive pipe for 1.5.
Really
nice
pretty dive.
Yeah, she got a lot of height.
She did. She really did. That's a nice dive for Claire. She likes it.
I can tell.
Stick the tongue out. She likes it.
Also going with the inward 1.5. Tough position.
Yeah, nice scores in that dive as well.
Next diver is Lily with 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pipe 1.7.
Almost had it.
Hey, she looked like she was going to, but then didn't get the entry that she wanted.
She didn't kick out quite. Yeah. She kicked out a little late, and then that's why she went over. Too much rotation brings your feet over the top, but it was a good score for her. See how she kicked out right at the end before she hit the water. She needed to kick out a little bit sooner to stop that rotation. Solid dive for Lauren. She got 5s across the board. Probably didn't get into the pike tight enough, and that's why she didn't. You can see how she's kind of open on that pike. Looking for a little bit tighter on that pike position. She really went for it, and then just didn't use the board to get up in the air.
Score is 7.5.
So See how she does on her next one. Maybe she can pull it together and cover again. Hopefully have another good dive. Good dive from a first-year diver. Lucy a little eager on the board to turn.
Score is 14.4.
So the score is a little bit lower. Got over a little bit on the rotation. But she's learning dives come along really quickly. She's so excited about it. So it's good to have somebody that wants to work and get better.
Chris Nagel, an inward somersault tuck position. Not quite able to get straight. Got around, certainly.
Got a 4.5 and a couple of 4s.
Solid dive. And yeah, Joe, you're right. Just didn't get to the kick out soon enough, and that's why you're going to see the 4s instead of 5s and 6s.
Been a really nice meet for Ingridson.
Good dive for Josie. She just doesn't rotate quite quick enough. You just watch, she's just slow on that pike. She gets into it, but she just doesn't throw it hard enough to really get through that dive soon enough. But good scores, decent dive.
Farin Brook back somersault tuck position.
Score is 18.75.
That's a scary dive. Have your back to the water, not know where it is, and you just got to jump up and do it.
2.0.
Nice dive.
She's got good rotation. She's just able to straighten out just as she hit the water. A couple of 5.5s and a 6.
Next diver is Claire with 402C, inward one somersault tuck, 1.6.
Nice. By the way, Claire. Sorry, guys, I'm homering a little bit.
That's okay. We do it all the time.
Nice dive for Claire.
Yeah, good 5.5, 2 5s.
Our next diver is Abby with 202C, back one somersault tuck, 1.5.
Good clean back somersault tuck position for Abby Alquist.
Score is 24.
Nice dive.
Next up is Lily with 5122D, forward one somersault, one twist free, 1.9.
Nice dive by
Good
Lily.
strong dive for Newton.
See, the difference there is that she really used the board better. Let it lift her up. And you see it. 5.5,
better,
5,
yeah,
4.5,
5 and yep, better points, better scores.
221D, back one somersault, half twist free.
Both her and Claire are on pace for best scores of the season so far, so let's see what they can do.
Hallstrom, good body position for the back somersault in the free position with a full or half twist.
Score is 22.10. Begin round 6 with Bella.
And we
dive
go
number
to
11A, back dive, half twist.
the
straight,
final round.
1.8.
Back dive, half twist, straight position. She finishes the night with a 73.9.
Score is 11.7. Our next diver is Laura with 202B, back one somersault height, 1.6.
Nice dive.
Chris Nagel's had a nice night.
She has. She should get pretty good scores. 2 5s and a half and a 5.
25.6. Next up is Josie with 5121D, forward one somersault, half twist, free, 1.7.
See what Josie could do on her last dive here. Nice.
Got full rotation and the full half twist. Back facing the board. Good way to finish.
Oh, that's the best score for the season. There we go.
And she's happy about that.
She's definitely happy about that.
Half twist, free, 1.7.
Back flip, half twist, free position for Trinity Fahrenbach to finish the night.
Oh, almost missed 100 points. That's a big kind of
milestone.
Milestone for divers. Yeah, it's that 100-point milestone, 150 points,
Yep.
200 points. Nice dive by Savannah. Keeps your body under control.
Leader since round one.
Score is 27.2.
Yeah, 188.50.
Pretty solid score.
Yeah, that's a very nice score.
1.5 somersault height, 1.7.
See what Claire can do here. Nice.
Good finish. Is that on pace for her season best as well?
That is a season best for her.
That's great.
Yes.
Good to see.
Nice,
Yeah, look how happy she is.
She's definitely happy on that one. See, let's see if we just stick some tongue out. No, no tongue on that one.
Do
No,
that, but
all right.
big smile. Oh, yeah,
there it is.
I love it.
Nice. It's a hard dive to do. You know, you don't get the benefit of as much push from the board, so you really got to get up and get that tuck going.
She's able to get 5s across the board.
It's a good score, 171.5. She kicked out a little too early on that one, but it was a good dive. Didn't quite get it around. Good score for her. 140.25. That's a good score for her.
Season best?
You know, I think she's been in the 140s this year already. I was going to say, inward dive straight would be an interesting dive. I don't know that many people do that. It shouldn't be an inward dive straight. It should be...
You can relax.
So what's going on here is obviously on the board and in the computer system it says inward dive straight.
Okay.
But it looks like it may have been an incorrect entry.
Gotcha.
On the computer side, not on the diving sheet side. If it says 401A on the sheet, then she must do that dive or do the other position, but sacrifice the difficulty or take the difficulty of the lower dive. So looks like it's been corrected. She's doing inward dive pike, which makes way more sense. Yeah, you can tell. I mean, she knows that dive.
Put the strong dive at the end.
This concludes our diving competition. In just a moment, we will have.
And that was a good dive for her. It secures third place in a 1-2-3 sweep. But some season bests for Coon Rapids, some good scores.
Yep.
And as you talked about, built a little bit of a lead through the first 4 events. Now things are going to be back to pretty much even. Start over and see if you can beat them on the back half.
Start from zero. We got a lot of events left to go, and it's a brand new meet now. So we did great on the first half, and we got to carry that energy into the second one, and hopefully we can win some more races and pull it out.
Well, it sounded like when we were talking before, I mean, it's really going to come down to maybe a couple of races here to get the finish.
Yeah, and it's not going to be in the middle of the pool necessarily. I think the races are really going to happen on the outsides of the pool.
Yep.
The lane 7 and lane 6 racing, lane 2 and lane 3 racing. Those are going to be the races to pay attention to. If we're getting 4ths and 5ths the rest of the night, we're going to be in good shape. So that's what we're, on our second, third fastest girls. We're looking to get 3 people to score in every event, and if we can do that, I think we'll come out ahead. So.
Excellent.
We'll see. It'll be fun. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us and bringing a little bit of swimming and diving knowledge to the podcast. We will take a break. 100 Butterfly coming up next. You're watching Girls Swimming and Diving on CTN.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
1-2-3 finish in diving. And the Orioles have erased the lead. It's 39 all after 5 events, and now the 100 Butterfly.
And we knew this would be a tight event, and obviously you look at the score, and it's indicative of the fact that these are 2 evenly matched squads.
Megan Schultz in the center lane for Coon Rapids. Hannah Wetzel right next to her, doing what she can to keep pace. But this is one of those races with Ella Hacker down in lane 3, where the Cardinals could get a 1-2 finish. And these are the kinds of races where if they can get a 1-2 finish, and as Coach Donaldson talked about, if they can get 3 swimmers to score, that means great things to the end, and it really looks right now it's Schultz way out front, Hacker comfortably in second, and then the 2 Osseo swimmers in the middle, that's Wetzel and Tom in 3rd and 4th, but a battle for that 5th place spot. If Coon Rapids swimmer up in lane 7, Nora Dana, can get that 5th spot, that would be huge. Easy win for Schultz. Hacker is in 2nd. It'll be Wetzel in 3rd, Tom in 4th. But it will be Mascarenas at the bottom of your screen getting the 5th place position. So a nice 1-2 finish for the Cardinals is definitely going to help. That'll put them back in front. But 3 swimmers score for the Osseo Orioles in the 100 Butterfly. So not letting the Cardinals fly away quite yet. We will take another break. Coming up next, the 100 free. You're watching Girls Swimming and Diving live on CTN.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys. and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Northdale Middle School pool. Coon Rapids jumps back to the 49-45 lead. But every point, as we talked about, will be crucial down the stretch. That's LINDSEY JAGGER, the head coach of these Orioles. And say a bit more strategy in an event this close than maybe some of their other contests. So,
well, they both coaches knew coming in this is going to go down to the wire.
And some adjustments made to the lineup already, and perhaps maybe some final second adjustments. Amber Kronquist in the middle of this event for Osseo, and she jumps to a big lead early. Tamala King doing what she can to stay on her heels just above her in lane 5. But Kronquist just exploded out of the blocks, had a great first 25. Tamala King in second. She's got teammate Laura McCarr in third place right now, but very tight, really third all the way through 7th place.
Yeah, and again, she's opened up her lead quite well.
Yeah, Kronquist in this one, much as we saw Schultz in the 100 fly, and she will go easily to the wall in first place. King will take second. McCarr will get third. 4th place goes to Horn. 5th place to Defoe. So the Cardinals get a 2-3-5 finish.
Well, that's nice. That's going to help them.
It'll split the event 8-8.
Yep. Keep that
so
little bit
a win
of lead
for Kronquist, but not able to gain any ground in this event. We'll take another break. Long distance event is up next, 500 free after this on CTN.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back at the Northdale Middle School pool, Coon Rapids a slight edge as we get set for event number 8, the 500 freestyle. Pace is everything in the long distance event for the Cardinals. It's Caitlin Robinson, Natalie Falk, Emma Schmidt, and Sydney Waters. In the pool for Osseo, Elise Brooks, Madeline Alquist, and Lizette Torres Gutierrez.
Yeah, it's all about pacing yourself in this event because you definitely have to do that. It is,
you like
a
to
long
have
distance.
You like to have that early lead as well, but you definitely don't want to put too much into the beginning, knowing how much you need for the end. Emma Schmidt, a slight lead over Alquist in the middle of the pool, but very early on. The rest of the 5 kind of about the same spot.
Yeah, and these are all big events the rest of the way. Still early.
You can say that for another several laps.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, Schmidt stretching her lead a little bit at the front. Couple of body lengths over Alquist, but got to be able to sustain that pace.
Yeah, well, that's the key.
Lead getting larger up front.
A little bit.
We've got a battle up at the top in lanes 6 and 7
Yeah,
that'll
for
be
third.
for third place, and a battle at the bottom in 2 and 3 that will be for 4th and 5th place, or for that final 5th place spot. So that could be the one to watch, as Coach Donaldson talked about. In a lot of these races, it's going to be these races for that last scoring spot that could make a big difference.
Yeah, the battle on the outside is on the outside of both sides of the pool, and really what hopefully you can win to score you some additional points.
She approaches the midway turn. Schmidt has about a 20-yard lead over Alquist.
Yeah, she's been.
And Alquist is way out in front of the next two.
Right.
Which are up at the top of the pool. The two top could very well lap the third place swimmer.
Yeah, at this point, the way they're swimming.
I mean, a full length ahead is Emma Schmidt of the two above her. More than a length. And she is keeping up a fantastic pace. You see her just continuing to stretch that lead in front of Alquist. Torres Gutierrez, the slight edge in the third place race up at the top of your screen over Waters.
Now, too, as far as Schmidt goes, she's, again, continuing to open up her lead.
Well, she's closing in on those third and fourth place swimmers quickly. She's within half a length of them now. Well, and now the bottom two and the bottom part of the screen are going to factor into that third, fourth, fifth place battle as well.
Yeah, it's really a good battle on both ends.
Well, and it looks like very likely that Natalie Falk in lane 3 could challenge Torres Gutierrez for that third spot. I mean, still plenty of race left. And as we see, lapping everyone except second place is Emma Schmidt, as she is turning to go for the final lap. And she is going to win this one easily, but we are going to watch as the four others battle for the remaining spots. Alquist will coast easily to second place.
Yep.
But who of those other four still has something left to kick it up a notch for the final lap?
And that's going to be the real test, because those are where you score those extra points. Schmidt.
5:54.45. Good time for Emma Schmidt in the win.
I'm just tired watching her.
Elise Brooks, really a nice last couple of lengths, has gotten herself now out into that third place spot as they approach the final turn. And it's Brooks and Falk at the bottom of your screen that are going to be battling for that third place spot. But right now, it's looking like Osseo could very well take third and fourth, as Torres Gutierrez is stretching it out. She is going to take fourth up top. and Falk will take 5th. So a first place finish for the Cardinals, but again, they end up losing the event, losing a little bit of their lead as Osseo takes 2-3-4. We will take another break. 200 free relay is coming up next. You're watching live coverage of girls high school swimming and diving.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back in Northdale Middle School pool, Coon Rapids lead cut to 2. Just 4 events remaining. Up next, the 200 free relay.
As you see, a very slim Coon Rapids lead as they start this event.
In 4th place, Lisette Torres Gutierrez. In 3rd place is Elise Brooks. In 2nd place is Madeline Alquist. And in 1st place is Emma Schmidt of Coon Rapids with a time of 5:54.45. The score following the 500 freestyle, Coon Rapids 64 and Osseo 62.
And every point's so crucial,
yes.
And it looks like a pretty stacked team for Osseo in lane 4.
It looks that way to me.
Savannah Dickey leading off for that team in lane 4. We'll hand off to Maddie Tom. That's Hannah Wetzel, and then Amber Kroonquist behind her. The Cardinals team in lane 5 of Michaela D'Souza, Eleanor Defoe, Janelyn Michalowski, and Tamala King. Will try and keep them close. D'Souza, a nice sprint race.
Yeah, the law, obviously, the closer it gets, as this match progresses, these points are so important, and 3rd, 4th, and 5th place points.
Slight lead for Tom over Defoe in lane 5. And Osseo up in lane 6 has the 3rd place position. And those 3 have really stretched themselves away from the rest of the teams in the water. Can the Cardinals A squad catch up? Jalen Michalowski trying to track down Hannah Wetzel, and knowing that Kroonquist is going to anchor for the Orioles. She's in with a lead. Tough for Tamala King to try and track her down.
Yeah, she's a good swimmer, but she's got a bit of a lead. Going to make it difficult, as you said. She's already passed the turn.
Tamala King not going to have a chance to catch up to Kroonquist, so Kroonquist will get the win for the team from Osseo. Tamala King will coast in 2nd, and Osseo, Katie Rengel will tag up in 3rd. So the Orioles able to take their first lead of the night with now just 3 matches to go. We will take a break. The 100 backstroke is next. You're watching CTN's coverage of swimming and diving.
We scored going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin.
Just 3 events left. Osseo takes its first lead with the 1st and 3rd place finish in the 200 free relay, and now the 100 backstroke.
Well, you can see how close it is, obviously. It's going to come right down to it.
Cardinals swimmers for the backstroke are Nora Danik, Laura McCarr, Emma Schmidt, and Eleanor Defoe. Osseo has Anna Ludbrook in lane 2, Emily Kirsting in lane 4, and Dea Perry up in lane 6. And it is McCarr with the early lead. I'm sorry, it's Emma Schmidt with the early lead in lane 5. McCarr trying to get that second place spot. They have Kirsting between them, but McCarr trying to get a little bit of separation. Does have just a slight lead as they reach the final turn. And a 1-2 finish would be big for the Cardinals, but it looks like, again, Osseo would finish with 3 scoring swimmers taking 3rd, 4th, 5th, but that's much better than letting them finish 2, 3, 4. And the Cardinals will get a 1-2 finish with Schmidt and then McCarr. In between them is Kirsting taking 3rd, 4th place goes to Perry, 5th place goes to Defoe for Coon Rapids up in lane 7.
So it was a nice first second for the Cardinals.
We are ready for the junior varsity heat of the 100 backstroke.
And that will put Coon Rapids back in front. Just 2 events left. 100 breaststroke is coming up next.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
So Coon Rapids jumps back in front with 2 events remaining. Slimmest of margins at 79-77, but it all came down, Howie, to that final spot. If Defoe does not get 5th place and Osseo does, we're tied at 78.
Yeah, that was huge, and we went back to it. Coach Johnson talked about those 5th place finishes, 4th and 5th place finishes going to be so important tonight, and you can see they're able to give the Cardinals a lead back.
Of course, the 1st and 2nd place finishes in that race kind of helped as well.
That's true.
100 breaststroke for Coon Rapids. It is Trinity Hooten, Natalie Falk, Ella Smith Jeanette, and Isabel Anton. For Osseo, Olivia Legat, Marianne Kubuziak, and Alexis Horn. And Kubisiak is the one with the big lead midway through. Coon Rapids right now running 2-3. But it's a tough race for Falk to try and keep up with that 3rd place race. Kubisiak. I put an extra K in there. Kubisiak is going to win this one easily.
Yeah, she is.
But Osseo now challenging the number 2 spot. A good race in lanes 5 and 6.
They're going to take 2.
Smith Jeanette is going to be outraced by Horn. Horn will get to the wall in 2nd. Cardinals finish 3, 4, and 5. But that's going to put Osseo in the lead by 2 going to the final event. We will take another break. Make sure you're back for the final event. The 400 free relay is going to decide tonight's winner. You're watching Swimming and Diving live on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at the Northdale Middle School pool and one event left. Coon Rapids has to win. And if they can take second or third as well, they will win the meet. If Osseo wins, Osseo wins.
Right.
If Osseo can take second and third, we finish in a tie. If it's
That's
a Coon
crazy.
Rapids one place takes first, Osseo second and third, it's tied. And all eyes will obviously be in the center, as they should, in lanes 4 and 5. Maddie Tom for Osseo against Emma Schmidt to get it started. Because if the Osseo team in lane 4, Maddie Tom, Emily Kirstig, Marianne Kubisiak, and Hannah Wetzel, if they can get the win, obviously they get the victory for their team.
Yeah, and it's a grueling situation with down by 2, and you know that you have to finish in certain spots to get this one. Pressure.
Emma Schmidt leading off for Coon Rapids in lane 5. Laura McCarr is in lane, will be coming in next. Then Ella Smith-Jeanette, and then Megan Schultz as the anchor. And a good finish to her 100 for Emma Schmidt. She really cut the lead there of Maddie Tom and actually touched the wall a little bit ahead. So we have Kirstig and McCard just right next to one another as they handled their portion of the race.
Yeah, it's neck and neck for first right now.
And right now, Coon Rapids is comfortably in third, which is a good thing. I mean, if they don't win, it doesn't matter. But if they win and they are able to grab that third place position as well, they would get the victory. The group down in lane 3 was led off by Michaela D'Souza. It's Jadalyn Mikulowski who is in now. She'll be followed by Madeline Picat, and then Ella Hacker was actually on the A team in the third leg, and they moved her down to put a little strength on the anchor team of their B team, again, to try and close it out, make sure it's a win and not a tie. A good lead given off in the middle. Laura McCarr able to make up some ground on Kirstig and get Smith-Jeanette in the water with a lead. Kubisiak trying to track her down in lane 4. Smith-Jeanette, absolutely. Everybody's putting their top dogs in. But I mean, if you're Kubisiak, you really have to not only catch but get a lead before getting to the wall the final time. You want to give your anchor as much of a chance as possible, because you know that Megan Schultz is anchoring the team next.
Two very, very good anchors.
And it does look like Smith-Jeanette is going to get in and get Schultz in the water first. And now it's up to Hannah Wetzel to try and track her down with the match on the line. Coon Rapids, again, comfortably in third place. If Schultz can hold on and get the win, this should be a victory for the Cardinals.
She's opening up her lead, too. I mean, you can see it, that she's really opening up her lead. Yeah, I think she's going to win this one. Very comfortable.
And then you look at lane 6, or lane 3 rather, and Ella Hacker in there. And I mean, it'd be tough for anybody's B squad anchor to track down Ella Hacker. Hacker definitely one of the Cardinals' top swimmers, and she is doing what she can actually to catch up with Wetzel. And Wetzel just way out of it as Schultz gets to the wall first. Wetzel will come in and grab the second place finish in front of Hacker, who really cut that lead dramatically.
Yep.
But easily in third, and the Cardinals are going to get out of here with a victory.
Wow, what an exciting week. Coach Dial said this one's going to come to the wire, and it certainly did. And Coon Rapids just doing such a nice job of pulling it out, getting that first and third place finish in order to sew up the win, and that's a big one.
Yeah, it's huge. As we talked about, really the winner of this match most likely not going to be in the final three of the conference tournament. So it gets them out of that spot. Instead, they will swim for 8th, 9th at the end of the year. Yep. But, of course, things could change between now and then. But a big victory between two evenly matched teams, and it went back and forth, especially at the end. And the Cardinals able to put the right teams together to secure a first and third place finish in the final event and get themselves that victory, 95-91.
Yeah, and it's got to feel good for this squad to get this victory. Their second win of the year. Able to come in the final event and put it away, get that 4-point win, and well-deserved. The girls swam hard.
Well, they took a big lead early. Osseo erased it with their mastery on the board and a 1-2-3 finish in diving. And then Coon Rapids got little bitty leads.
Yep.
Osseo finally took their first lead late in the match, and then they switched. They changed leads each of the last 4 events, and it ends up with Coon Rapids on the top with a 95-91 win.
Yeah, and it just goes to show you that those this time a third place won it for you to get the first and then the third, but some of those other swimmers getting the 5th place finishes, 4th place finishes, gaining points. The Cardinals get the win.
Well, and again, we talked about it, in that 100 breast where Coon Rapids in the 100 backstroke where Coon Rapids was able to get that 5th place finish, and it was the difference between a tie and a 2-point Coon Rapids win.
Yep.
Every point counted in this one, and it went down to the very end, and Coon Rapids gets the 95-91 victory. We have a lot of action still coming up for you here on CTN. We got football. It's homecoming Friday night as the Cardinals host the Park Center Pirates live at 7 o'clock. Volleyball next Thursday. It's Dig Pink for Breast Cancer Night as the Cardinals host the Anoka Tornadoes. Please, if you can, come out to Roger E. Carlson and help them support their charitable event, raising money for local families affected by breast cancer. And then it's football on the road against Armstrong on Friday the 4th. That is live at 7 o'clock. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Coon Rapids 95 and Osseo 91. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.